A standout AEW talent was reportedly working without a contract. A boxer has said they want to make their WWE debut, and we've got an update on Vince McMahon's WrestleMania status. Stay tuned for the news. Now, AEW has introduced many flippy boys recently. We've had Commander, and then of course Vikingo, who was recently facing Kenny Omega to what was possibly one of the coolest matches we've seen all year.
Yeah, it was a really fun affair, and I feel like it was a fantastic showcase for Vikingo himself as well, to show what he can really do to sort of, I guess, a mainstream audience, which is
exactly.
nice.
Well, it was hyped up as a dream match by Tony Khan, this match between him and Kenny Omega. After the match, he was subsequently booked for Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor, but a report from Fightful Select says that he's not actually working with a contract.
Oh,
so that's an interesting little note there.
It is for sure. I guess possibly maybe he's got other bookings and other things lined up for himself. However, maybe it's also because the roster is a big chunky roster.
The roster is a big chunky boy,
Yeah.
and it's not actually that surprising as you say. He's actually signed, I think he works for AAA down in Mexico, so his contracts, he probably can't sign another contract with another company. Fightful asked about the contract status of him and Commander Andrew Listico, and they were all told that they're currently on nightly deals, so just a pay-per-appearance deal.
Yeah.
However, they've been told that there have been some conversation about Listico at the very least, about signing a contract or whatever. Over the past year, in numerous cases, when a lucha talent has appeared on AEW TV without a contract, they've been quickly signed up by WWE. If you're looking at NXT's Stand and Deliver this weekend, Dragon Lee is appearing in there, and of course he appeared on AEW.
He did indeed.
And then he quickly signed with WWE. So
Yes.
there is precedence to say that perhaps WWE might be interested in some of these unsigned or nightly contracts.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps, I guess that is also the sort of conversation point is, as I was saying, obviously AEW's roster is quite stacked. I think the Ring of Honor roster is quite stacked as well. So to add another person to that might not seem financially like the best idea, perhaps for the company, just because maybe they don't have something in the long run sort of booked for them, and therefore WWE see how good they are, and they're like, well, we've got a little bit of space for you here, so let's lap you up.
And I feel like Vikingo could work quite well in NXT 2.0 or NXT as it's called now. Match-wise, he's definitely really well placed in AEW on a nightly deal. I'm excited to see some more dream matches. Imagine him versus Danielson. That'd be crazy.
That would
a brand
be
new
really
heel
cool.
Danielson, which we discussed in video 1.
I'd like that.
Him versus what other flippy boys? Jungle Boy. That'd be fun.
Jungle gyms. Jungle gymnastics.
Jungle gymnastics. Did you ever have a jungle gym at school?
No, we just had the halls that we could vault over.
You didn't have the thing that they pulled out from the wall?
Oh yeah, sorry, and you climb.
Oh, it was amazing. Let us know in the comments below if you had one too. There's supposedly a big change coming to WWE pay-per-views soon. Nick Khan speaking on the Martyred and Urand podcast ahead of WrestleMania has suggested that WWE would consider making a change to their TV model during the next round of contract negotiations as it pertains to pay-per-views. Khan showed interest in keeping WWE TV shows on Peacock, but charging an additional fee for access to premium live events, essentially turning them back into pay-per-views. This isn't new to combat sports and that sort of realm, as UFC does this model where you there's a subscription fee to have access to the all the shows, and then you pay a pay-per-view fee on top of that for the actual special shows, the premium live events. But the premium live event costs have been covered by the network and then subsequently Peacock since way back at WrestleMania 30, 8 years ago. I remember being hyped and using a VPN like NordVPN, which I think we've,
oh my God,
maybe in the comments below me, I don't know. Wow. Using a NordVPN to get access to the American network, because we didn't have it yet. So I was hyped because it was going to cost me a fortune on Sky.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go back to that.
No, it would be a shame. Obviously, I think we've seen the network change a lot in different countries and everything, and we haven't really seen that in the UK as of yet. So whether that remains to actually come over to the UK and we see us having to pay for premium live events down the line, it's I guess it's a WWE just trying to maximize all sort of profits going into this sale, maybe.
It feels weird that we went about 8 years ago between that. You know, we went from everything being separate, you paid for stuff like that, and then everyone went, oh, streaming, let's all go on a few narrow streamers, and then everything's sort of diverging again, and they're going, no, you can pay for this content. I hope it doesn't go back to that. It would just be an extra purchase, plus $9.99 is a banging value.
It is a banging value. Maybe that's what they're thinking. Oh, we're treating them too well.
We're treating them too well. They know the creative's good now, so they'll pay whatever.
Put their hands in their pockets now. Come on.
Well, one to keep an eye on. So definitely, with the price of inflation, maybe we can just afford a pay-per-view. But WWE is also planning something else. This is a strange one. Some augmented reality WrestleMania moments. Now, augmented reality is not a stranger to WWE content. No. We've got the big Roman going the
plastic Roman Reigns.
I hate that one.
It's disgusting.
In an interview with the Associated Press, WWE Senior Vice President and Head of Global Sales, Craig Steimel, love Craig, he said that sponsorship and branding will be part of our WrestleMania in a variety of ways, including a match sponsorship and a blurring of the fourth wall between what the home viewer sees versus what the live audience members observe, and an augmented reality experience. How are they going to break the fourth wall?
That's what I guess it would be actually, yeah. No, that's
like, how do you break the fourth wall in wrestling when obviously the fourth wall being broken?
Hi, New Japan.
Yeah, that's breaking the fourth wall. Hey, Colt Cabana, how you doing?
Maybe we get an augmented reality Minoru Suzuki or something. I don't know.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. But WWE currently uses augmented reality for visual effects on the entrance ramp, such as the Judgment Day's Druids and the gold-plated Roman statue. It's gold, not plastic. Andrew.
Oh, sorry.
I know. Can't you tell?
Got that wrong.
This weekend they may push the idea further. Now, as Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinemoji mascots, according to Steimel, will perform live at WrestleMania 39 alongside WWE superstars.
This could be the breaking of the fourth wall here, Fraser, for WWE superstars to dance with cereal. Which sounds fantastic.
It sounds
to me
incredible. So little individual Cinnamon Toast Crunch coming out, partying with a New Day. Just
if I remember correctly, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch mascot is like mental as well. Like actually, like almost like the Tasmanian Devil. I might be completely wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure there's an advert and it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch where one cannibalized the other one, and that is sort of what I want to see.
That's what we see
on WrestleMania for sure. I mean, we saw branding in the past for things like Snickers,
Mountain
Dew, being really prominently pushed. I don't want this to take away from the wrestling or the experience. I don't want it to hamper
Rhodes
matches.
Holds up the 2 title belts, and then Cinnamon Toast Crunch just gets in the ring, celebrates with them.
See, he wins the belts, he goes down to pick them up, but he picks up 2 bottles of Mountain Dew or boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch instead.
No fireworks go off, just Cinnamon Toast Crunch popping out,
stabbing people in the eye. It remains to be seen what's going to happen there. I audibly sighed when I heard this because I didn't think I wanted to see it, but at the same time, I'm incredibly intrigued.
Rice Krispies boy, aren't you?
Well, I guess
well,
so.
Steimel said WWE had 12 sponsors for WrestleMania, have generated more than $20 million worth in sponsorship revenue. Wow. A record for any WWE event.
Damn.
That's a crazy amount of money.
That is a crazy amount of money indeed.
I love that sponsorship. So anyone want to get in touch like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I'm sure we can accommodate any sponsorship. We've got an update on a WWE star's retirement just now. Andrew, what is the news?
The news is that Ronald Mysterious, Rey Mysterio himself, spoke to the New York Post about the rumors of his retirement. He said Hall of Fames are supposed to happen when you retire, when you're getting close to retirement. I don't feel neither of them are close for me, but it's a huge blessing. I think I do have a number and I want to keep it at that, and that number for me is 50.
50 what?
50 WrestleMania 50. No, not WrestleMania. I think 50 years old.
50 years old.
Do you know what? Like, part of me is thinking, I could be completely wrong here. I think something is going to happen, perhaps at the Hall of Fame, where Dom gets involved. Dom perhaps wins at WrestleMania either this year, and then that sort of like spurs Rey on to go for one more year. Maybe we build up a little bit more between Dom and Rey to have this final blowout at WrestleMania 40 when Rey is 50, and then and maybe that's when he gets to have his actual proper Hall of Fame moment. And a title match too.
Yeah, well, I'd give Ray one more title run before he retires.
Oh,
I think
maybe,
he needs it, and then I think the right person to beat him for that belt is Dom.
I was thinking maybe for the mask, for the mantle. For the
I mean, that
mantle
makes
well.
more sense.
Yeah.
That's the right booking there.
But perhaps, yeah, we'll see. It looks like Rey Mysterio wants to stay on until he's 50.
He does. Well, moving on from that, we've got a boxer wanting to get involved in WWE. Obviously, we've seen Tyson Fury get involved at one of the Saudi Arabia shows. Well, his half brother Tommy Fury was asked if he'd cross over into WWE and fight Logan Paul. He recently fought Jake Paul as well. Fury's up for it, he said. They said, all they need to do is ring my phone and I'll be there the next day. I love wrestling. I watched it all my life growing up. Obviously, Tyson has seen some bits with them. It'd be a dream come true. Would you be interested in seeing Tommy Fury and get involved and have Tommy and Tyson versus Jake and Logan?
No, I don't think it's WWE.
No, you don't.
Personally,
a tag team boxing match.
No, I think it would be more beneficial if Tommy did want to step in the ring if it was with not that I'm saying Logan's not a WWE superstar, but someone like a Seth Rollins
that
or
could
something
lead
like
them
that
through the match.
For sure. And I don't want to take anything away from Logan Paul there. It's just it doesn't satisfy what I want to see personally on WWE TV, if you know what I mean.
Tommy Fury speaking with Sky Sports there, it looks like he'd be up for it if they ring his phone, so we might see it then for a Saudi Arabia show, possibly. But finally, we're going to end on a little WrestleMania update and specifically looking at Vince McMahon. PW Insider reports that Vince McMahon will 100% be at WrestleMania. They state earlier today we were discussing whether Vince McMahon would be in attendance this weekend. Since the show posted, we have heard from multiple WWE sources, all of whom confirmed that Vince McMahon will 100% be at WrestleMania this weekend, and it's not really a surprise that he'd want to be at the biggest show of the year. The worry is if he's involved.
If he's involved in some capacity. I think, wasn't it on the advertisement promotional stuff where we see the camera sort of pan through like all the movie posters and stuff, and it was like directed by Vince McMahon or something, and that sort of led people to believe that maybe he'll be there, maybe he's still behind the scenes doing stuff with WWE. As long as he's just there to watch and not do anything, I'll be very happy.
Just sit back.
Yeah, for sure. But as you said, I don't think it's any surprise that he's
I think
there
he should do a John Cena at WrestleMania
night.
34, sit in the front row with his ticket, just be like, no, I paid for this one.
And then he gets in the ring with John, like the Undertaker and John Cena match, right? And then squashes John Cena.
Yeah, and then have him jump over the barricade and run up the ramp when a women's title match is on, as he's like,
and blow a kiss.
Get ready for the match, and then Vince comes out in jorts. It's the dream match we all want to see, but WrestleMania is this weekend. We've got lots and lots of content, as Andrew recapped earlier, so go and watch that video one for the news. Anything else we need to plug? We've got the podcast tomorrow night. We've got predictions coming on the channel later on today.
Are you streaming on Friday?
Possibly. It's WrestleMania week. I'll see.
Oh, yes, of course.
We'll see. We've got lots of stuff, so stay tuned to the channel for all that good stuff, and stay tuned to cultaholic.com throughout the day for all the best wrestling news. See you later.